Welcome to NRS YouTube channel. Dear students, in the previous class we discussed SQL commands. So SQL commands are helps to the user to communicate with the database, right? So in the last class we discussed different kinds of SQL commands, and SQL commands we divided into different categories like data definition language, data manipulation language, data control language, transmission control language, and data query language. So all we categories we discussed in the last class, and what are the different kinds of commands will become under DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, and DQL. So today we will see, that is, in the data definition language. In data definition language, we have a commands like create command, drop command, alter, and truncate. So we have different kinds of commands will become. Okay, so today we will see what is the syntax and how to use the create command, right? So what is the syntax of a create command, right? The syntax of a create command, before that we will check what is the meaning of a syntax. So syntax is nothing but it is a set of rules or guidelines to follow a particular procedure, right? So that we call it as a syntax in general. So not only in SQL, you can go for any programming language. Each and every programming language, it has a set of rules, a set of guidelines we have to follow the particular programming language. So that we call it as a syntax. So here in SQL, come to the SQL. In SQL, we have a different type of commands, and how to use those commands. We have to know about the syntax. To use the particular command, we should know about the syntax. So syntax means how to use that particular command. So that is something but syntax. So today we will take a create command. So already we discussed that create command. So create command is used to create a new table in a database, right? So now I want to use this create command, right? So before going to use this create command, I should know, as a user, I should know about the syntax of that create command. So if the syntax, with the help of that syntax, I can easily communicate with the database, right? So the create command, so already we know the create command is used to create a new table. So then what is the syntax of the create command? So create command, the syntax is create a table, then table name, bracket, column name, comma, its data type, right? So the create command syntax is create table, space, table name of the table you have to mention, and then in bracket the column name, it means the field name, and its data type. So this is the syntax of a create command, right? So for example, with the help of this syntax, you can use any table name. Suppose for example here I have taken a student table. So example, create a table. So now I want to create a table called student table. So create a table. What is the table name? That is std. In short, I have used std, student table, in bracket rule number. My first column is rule number and its data type is integer, right? And next the name. Next name means student name and its data type is character. So how much character? 20 characters or 30 characters. So, right? So this is a syntax of a create command. Okay. So you can go for any command. You can take any command. So if you want to use those commands, you should know the syntax very well. Okay. So if you know the syntax, then you can easily communicate with the database, right? So this is a create command. So one more command we have, that is drop command. So drop command, already we know that drop command is used to delete the structure or the entire record from the table, right? So then what is the syntax of drop command? Drop table and then table name you have to specify. Suppose I have created a student table with the help of create command, and I have entered all the information, right, like the student rule number, his name, everything I have entered, right? So now I want to delete that entire record and entire structure of the table. So then we have to use drop command, drop, drop. So syntax is drop table and table name. So example, drop table what is the table name? Student, STD. So student table. Okay. So if you perform this, you can it will delete the structure of the student table and as well as entire records from the table. Okay. So in the next class we will see two more commands, that is alter command and truncate command. Okay. So what is the syntax of alter command and what is the syntax of a truncate command? Okay. So that we will see in the next class. Thank you.